Breaking down SDG&E bills, customers want to know why delivering power is more expensive than actually generating electricity. Good evening, I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. If you've ever analyzed your bill and are confused by the charges, you're not alone. CBS 8's Shannon Handy is working for you to make sense of it all. She joins us live now from SDG&E headquarters. Shannon.
Yeah, Carlo and Marcella, this is very complicated. A woman reached out to us questioning the delivery charges on her bill, which were over $400. I went online, and it turns out this is something a lot of people has wondered as well, saying, given how high SDG&E rates are, all these extra fees just don't add up.
My knee-jerk was, holy cow.
Marla says she was shocked by her most recent SDG&E bill, especially when looking at the cost of delivering electricity compared to generating it.
The distribution was 5 times the amount of the actual kilowatt usage.
Mara is a community choice aggregation customer, meaning her electricity is bought by a separate entity from SDG&E, but it's still delivered to her Escondido home by the utility company via their infrastructure, such as poles and power lines, which appears on your bill as a delivery charge. Mara questions if her bill is accurate, saying the delivery charge is higher compared to last year. So I took her concerns to SDG&E. They looked at her bill and assured me it's accurate, adding on average, delivery charges are actually 11% lower now than they were in 2023. So why did Mara's increase? According to SDG&E, the electric delivery rate may vary depending on your rate and electricity use. However, it is charged equally to customers regardless of who provides their electric generation. Here's how that rate can differ. The average customer pays 29.2 cents per kilowatt hour for delivery up to 130% of your baseline. Anything above that, you'll pay 39.1 cents or about 10 cents more. In other words, the more electricity you use, the more you'll pay for delivery. Another factor is time of year. Like electricity, delivery rates vary by winter versus summer. During the winter, which runs November 1st through May 31st, delivery charges are about 13 cents more. So starting June 1st, you can expect those delivery charges to go down. SDG&E opponents have long questioned delivery fees, saying a lot of the infrastructure used to deliver electricity is unnecessary. As for Mara, she's fine paying extra for things like wildfire protection, but says everything else seems exorbitant.
I get it, we have to pay for some of that, but when they're still paying so much for their bureaucracy, it doesn't seem fair.
Now, after I reached out to SDG&E about Mara's bill, someone did call her to go over it in detail and offer solutions. SDG&E says reducing the amount of electricity you use is the first step in reducing those overall costs. They also suggest looking into different rate plans, which you can find on our website, cbs8.com. Just click on this story. Back to you.
Shannon, we know the price on our SDG&E bills is something that frustrates a lot of customers. Who does the oversight over these delivery rates that end up on our bills?
Yeah, it's the California Public Utilities Commission. They approve these rates. They approve these projects, which are really why we're paying these high delivery rates. And that's something opponents, again, have argued. They say, look, they're doing all these projects and some of them are unnecessary, yet the CPUC still approves them. And SDG&E gets the majority of their profits from these projects, which then go back on our bill. So it's an argument we have heard for years. And one thing you can do is file a complaint with the CPUC.
Good breakdown on what we're actually paying for. Shannon Handy reporting live for us. Thanks, Shannon.
We have been reporting on frustrations with SDG&E for years, and now there's an effort to have the city of San Diego take over the electric grid.
The nonprofit Power San Diego is pushing for a ballot measure to that end and collecting signatures. But as CBS 8's David Goffredson reports, a utility-funded political action committee is fighting to keep SDG&E in business.
SDG&E charges us the highest rates in the nation, and they make record profits while 1 in 4 San Diegans can't pay their electricity bills.
Supporters of Power San Diego now have something else to get energized about. A new political action committee funded by SDG&E called Responsible Energy San Diego.
Make no mistake, Responsible Energy has nothing to do with this PAC.
Both groups had dueling news conferences today at the downtown Civic Center.
This fire SDG&E threatens our livelihood.
The SDG&E-backed PAC included a demonstration by union electricians who work for SDG&E and a public relations spokesperson.
Responsible Energy San Diego is a group representing hundreds of thousands of local workers who are very concerned about this proposal for a costly gamble to force a government takeover of the energy grid.
Matt Aubrey used to be a spokesperson for former Mayor Kevin Faulkner. Now he's speaking in favor of the SDG&E PAC.
They talk about rate savings. There is not data to back that up. This is going to cost San Diegans billions of dollars.
The chair of Power San Diego, Bill Powers, begs to differ.
Our target is from day one to be charging 20% less.
Power San Diego currently is funding a petition drive to take their case to the voters on the ballot.
We need local control, which we don't have. This utility is currently regulated out of San Francisco Public Utilities Commission. No local control.
David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thank you, David. Power San Diego will need 80,000 petition signatures by mid-May in order to qualify for the ballot.
We're very thankful to community, nonprofits, and the rest that has helped us and put us in hotels, but it's the city, county, and state's job to house us.
People left without homes to live in after last month's flooding fear they will soon be left with nowhere to go. The YMCA, along with other local nonprofits, gave hundreds of people vouchers to cover their stays at hotels and motels, mostly in the South Bay. But
many of those vouchers expire tomorrow, and some people say they have not heard from the city or county on what's next. We've done some digging to get answers. CBS 8's Jesse Pagan is here with what we found. Jesse.
As you can imagine, a lot of scared people right now faced with uncertainty and the fear of homelessness. But city, county, and nonprofit officials tell us there is a plan in motion so no one ends up on the streets.
Pero ¿dónde me voy a meter con mis hijos?
Maria Mesa may be speaking in Spanish, but the fear and anxiety in her voice is universal.
Se me vence, hoy es mi día.
Maria lost everything in the January 22nd floods. She says the voucher covering her stay at her motel expires tomorrow, and so far, she knows nothing else.
This is not the community's job.
Michael Rios is in the same situation.
We keep getting told we're going to receive calls, and we don't receive them.
That's why they banded together today, asking the city of San Diego, the county, and the state for help.
As they've been staying in the hotels, we knew all along that we had a 2-week window to work with the state, work with the county, work with the city to figure out who's going to take over.
The Y and other local organizations worked together to put up more than 400 people in 3 hotels in the South Bay. The San Diego Housing Commission also paid for hotels. Since then, Lipford says they've all been working together to figure out the next moves. A city spokesperson tells us the city is not involved with the hotel placements the county and local organizations did, but they did clarify, quote, the county housing assistance team has been in all 3 hotels where people with YMCA provided vouchers are staying to get those people placed in housing. These people are being prioritized over the people who were placed into hotels by the San Diego Housing Commission. The Housing Commission will also be extending the stays of the people they're putting up.
I understand the gap and I understand the confusion. This is a very chaotic time, and it's a very scary time if you're a resident.
Lipford says they've been in contact with the city and the county and residents, and the Y is working on getting the word out that help is coming.
I just don't want to see me or anybody else in the community that have been impacted by the floods to be in a parking lot of a hotel kicked out.
In other words, the city, the county, and Lipford say that help is coming. Stand by. Despite this, though, people impacted say they still need help and a plan for a longer term until they can get back into their homes, many of which are either in the middle of renovations or still festering with mold inside. The county spokesperson says anyone still needing housing because of the flooding should call 211 to get the process started if you haven't done so already. You can apply for that through the 23rd of this month. The funding for this program, by the way, is coming from the $10 million flood relief program county supervisors approved in an emergency mode late last month. Marcella, Carlo.
Thanks, Jesse. Thousands of flight attendants from the U.S. and around the world are fighting for fair contracts today.
This is what it looked like outside San Diego International Airport this afternoon. More than 100,000 flight attendants are in contract negotiations right now, demanding better pay and working conditions. Mayor Todd Gloria showed his support today, saying flight attendants play a critical role in the skies.
When there's an emergency in the air, these are the folks that are going to save you. These are the folks that are going to keep you safe. And so we can't forget the fact that they play a critical first responder role, and that's why they deserve appropriate compensation.
It's the first time flight attendants at 24 airlines and from 3 different unions picketed together. Still ahead tonight, the inflation report is out, bringing some mixed news.
Plus, there's a viral post claiming Denver police arrested al-Qaeda terrorists in the U.S. We verified.
We had sunshine today, but we also added some high clouds to the mix. But now we're talking about the marine layer for tonight. Current temperature 57 degrees for downtown. We'll take a look at your complete forecast ahead.
And up next, the impact South Bay beach pollution could be having on you inland, and you may not even realize it.
For a new water heater? Call Bill Howe, San Diego's most trusted plumber since 1980. So whether you are looking at a traditional tank or a tankless water heater, you know who to call.
Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE. Bill Howe. Because we know how.
Stuck in your garage? With over 1,000 5-star reviews, homeowners trust Precision Door to repair their broken garage doors. So call now to schedule same-day service and get a free service call with any repair. Make the right decision. Call Precision.
Welcome to Appliance Alley. Locally owned and operated since 1995. We pride ourselves on our superior customer service and competitively priced quality appliances. Find out for yourself at appliancealley.com.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Amazing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-977-4999 or scan to call.
Call now.
This ad? Typical politicians. He's bad, I'm good, blah, blah. Let's shake things up with Katie Porter. Porter refuses corporate PAC money and leads the fight to ban congressional stock trading. Katie Porter, taking on big banks to make housing more affordable and drug company CEOs to stop their price gouging. Most politicians just fight each other, while Katie Porter fights for you. For Senate, Democrat Katie Porter.
I'm Katie Porter, and I approve this message.
Stuck in your garage? With over 1,000 5-star reviews, homeowners trust Precision Door to repair their broken garage doors. So call now to schedule same-day service and get a free service call with any repair. Make the right decision. Call
Sewage contamination issues in the South Bay have been exacerbated by the recent barrage of rainstorms.
CBS 8's Brian White is live in Imperial Beach tonight, where leaders continue to sound the alarm bells. Brian, what is the latest out there?
It's been more than 800 consecutive days of beach closures on the south end of Imperial Beach here. Now, Mayor Paloma Aguirre and other elected leaders, they're rattling cages, trying to get the attention of decision makers in Washington, D.C.
Not seeing people being able to enjoy the water is probably the most troubling, and then the health effects as well.
These yellow sewage signs might as well be cemented into place here at the IB Pier. They've already become pretty much permanent.
You can even tell the difference in the water, you know, the color is all green and then you go out a little further and it breaks.
Justin Roebuck was born and raised here, and he's disappointed his son Dakota can't experience it the same he did.
I've been able to come out here when I was a kid, and we had really good time going in the water, and now I can't even take my next generation in the water because we just have this crazy pollution going on.
A new report by SDSU researchers finds that toxic chemicals and microbes from untreated sewage that were once thought to remain isolated in the water can also linger in soils and be airborne.
Once that stuff gets in the wind, especially the breeze that's blowing right now, yeah, I can see it definitely affecting people that are immunocompromised. My oldest son has asthma, so yeah, it's a big concern.
According to Imperial Beach Mayor Paloma Aguirre, the storm on January 22nd brought 14.5 billion gallons of toxic sewage across the border.
I'm the one that gets the emails, right, from people who are immunocompromised or their kids. This is unsustainable. Our economy is very, very impacted because because of the beach closures.
Congressman Scott Peters says Mexico is currently building new wastewater treatment infrastructure that should come online later this year. As for our side of the border, more funding is needed, hundreds of millions of dollars to make repairs and expand our international treatment plant.
I would love to see our beaches saved and be able to see people out here enjoying it as much as we do, but you know, getting in the water is all the fun of going to the beach, right?
The South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant is supposed to be able to process 25 million gallons of sewage per day, but according to Congressman Peters, that capacity is much reduced right now due to lack of proper maintenance over the years and equipment failures. Marcella Carlo, back to you.
Brian, more than 800 days. It is just a long-standing problem. How much money exactly are they asking for from Congress? And then how would it be spent to really fix this problem once and for all?
It'll cost $650 million to repair and expand that current treatment facility on our side of the border. Now, apparently they already have $350 million secured in federal funding. They're seeking an additional $310 million from Congress in the near future. And aside from repairing that facility, they're also looking to double its capacity to be able to handle 50 million gallons of sewage per day.
Looks like they've gotten the attention and some money earmarked, and hopefully we can just get that implemented as soon as possible. Thanks so much, Brian.
How many days straight of sunshine is this now? We had rain for so long that I'm starting to count them like it's a hot streak. Not hot, but you know what I mean.
I thought I was getting Marcella right now.
No, we had to mix it up today.
I was so excited. I was about to say Happy Galentine's Day, and then I saw your face.
Yeah, it's second half today. Second half today. Sorry for throwing you off there.
It's okay. Carlo.
Palantine. You can be your Palantine.
Yeah, he's my Palantine. Mandate. Here we go. We're mandating mandates.
Credit John Howard for that one.
Yes, I will give John all the credit for that one. So yes, it is Galentine's Day. Apparently mandating mandates around here, but hey, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. And Carlo, it was good to see you. Well, we definitely are in a nice stretch when it comes to our dry weather right now, but we're going to switch things up by next week. We are looking at a storm system that's going to be rolling through, but right now, just talking about the sunshine. We had that earlier today, and a few passing high clouds also added to the scenery. Our daytime highs were in the near to slightly below seasonal range, so no major shakeups in the forecast. We had 63 degrees today as a high for downtown, also talking about 66 degrees for Ramona. That was right on the money. When we take a look at our current temperatures, you got widespread 50s west of the mountains and 48 degrees for Alpine. You got 30s and 40s across the mountains, 57 degrees for downtown and for Chula Vista. Wind speeds have calmed down a little bit more on the breezier side earlier today with that sea breeze. We got less than 10 miles per hour for most of the county. Still have some gusts picking up into the teens. You're seeing that for Boulevard as well as for Alpine, 8 miles per hour right now for Chula Vista. Ridge of high pressure is going to remain our main weather maker, and that's pushing storm systems well towards the north. We saw some high clouds earlier today, and we're going to see those even more as we go into tomorrow. And it's all because we have sweeping storm systems that are just moving over the ridge. So when it comes to that storm track, it does look to impact across Northern California. That's exactly where we're seeing some scattered showers as well as some snow, and that's going to be over the next day or so. So not really talking about any major disturbances for us. Winter weather advisories have been issued for Northern California. They're expecting a few inches of snow and then also some of that scattered shower activity. For us, we're just going to see more of those high clouds and also deepening of the marine layer, and we're going to see that tonight through tomorrow morning. When it comes to your surf forecast, about 1 to 3 feet and sets up to 4 feet with a low risk of rip currents at our local beaches. Your 8-day microclimate forecast has the sunshine still intact with a few high clouds sweeping through for tomorrow for our Valentine's Day. And then you have a warm up. That's with the low 70s set to return for inland areas by Friday. We are looking at a chance for wet weather back in the forecast starting on Monday of next week. It's going to last through at least the first half of next week. And we'll get some more details on that next half hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather quiz question for tonight. What tool is used to measure the amount of rainfall received?
No, just put your spell check away.
Okay, so I got an email about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why it says that.
Yeah.
All right.
Gremlins in the computer.
Yeah, two gremlins.
Oh gosh, I didn't see. Oh.
It's the French version, the ranguage.
Oh goodness gracious.
But even ballon is 2 L's. I don't know, so I don't know.
Hey, Hey, I supply the questions. I do not make graphics. All right, unless they're weather ones. All right,
Yes.
Is it A, weather vane, B, it's supposed to say rain gauge, C, rain ballon, I'm just kidding, balloon, or is it D, rain-o-meter? I'm gonna just give it to you.
Yeah.
It's a rain gauge. All right, go ahead and go to our website, cbs8.com/weather quiz, and enter B, because there are errors on that. I'm gonna give you a freebie. All right, we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets from Broadway San Diego to see Disney's Aladdin on opening night, April 3rd at the San Diego Civic Theater. The show will run through April 7th. This prize is sponsored by Corky's Pest Control. You get your new weather quiz question every Monday through Friday during this newscast, and they're 7 a.m. Good luck.
Thanks, Carlene. Couples looking to tie the knot on Valentine's Day tomorrow can do it at 5 county locations. The Office of the Assessor Recorder County Clerk says it has a limited number of appointments available. Anyone can reserve spots between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. There are locations in Chula Vista, San Marcos, Santee, Kearney Mesa, and downtown San Diego. Walk-in appointments will be available at the downtown location, and the Larry Himmel Foundation is covering the costs for the first 20 weddings on Valentine's Day.
Meantime, some candy companies are taking advantage of the holiday tomorrow by marking up special editions of their candies.
Valentine's Day versions of Haribo, Sour Patch Kids, and Jolly Ranchers all cost more than the regular versions, though. That's according to Fletcher, a former supermarket industry data analyst. Walmart said it is looking into the price differences. Experts say holiday candy likely costs more because they are made in limited quantities.
Okay, if you
Extra
say
for the
so.
hearts.
Don't get